Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all. This is Chris Lucci Initiative, giving life a meaning. We are live on our two platforms, Chris Lucci Initiative, our page, and our YouTube at Chris Lucci Initiative TV. Please join us. Uh, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining. Say hi so that I can see you. Miss Ogechi, Lagos, how are you doing, ma'am? Greetings to you. Miss Eteng, how are you doing? Mother Teng, how are you doing? Greetings to you. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, happy weekend to you too. How is everyone doing? I really want to have this program. Time is very tight for me, but I said I will have it. I will. So I may not stay long, but I hope everyone is doing well. We'll see you. Miss Ruth, how are you doing? Welcome to our Friday live program. We'll see you, Miss Oziema. How are you doing? Welcome to the program. How is everyone doing? How is Anambra State doing, Miss Oziema? I hope you all had a great weekend, a great week, and then heading to have a restful weekend, right? Miss Miriam, how are you doing, ma'am? Welcome. We'll see you. Mr. Victor, how are you doing? Welcome, sir. How is everyone doing? So, I think we're gonna kick up so that we can cover a few things before I leave. We see you, Anambra, Miss Goodness. How are you doing? Welcome. Awesome. Good to hear, Miss Ozema. So, awesome. Good to know. Oh, minutes. Yeah. So again, happy weekend, everybody. This is Chris Lucci Initiative Community. Our purpose is simple: make a difference, giving life a meaning. Do unto others what you would want others to do unto you. The smile you want from others, give it first. Offer that first, attract it first. Whatever you want from others, offer that first. That is our message. Giving life a meaning comprises of a love. And like we said, people have different needs, and we, by His grace, to understand that fact. It's not about just money. There are people that need things. If you think money solves problems until you see other needs. It's just like, something they will say, many of us will be crying for shoes. Why there are others crying to even have the leg to wear shoes? Let's call upon the author to come and take control. Okay, I'm trying to use this time well. I have little time, so I'm trying to see how I can use it well. I can manage it here, so I may not be able to engage much, but everybody coming in, please, you all are duly observed. Okay, let's go. Igwe ebube n'onwe gị, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chineke m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, onye ebube, Chukwu ebube, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi. Igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, onye gara ije n'ime mmụọ, dada ebe igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ofu onye na-ajụ na-abịaruela, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu Disemba 27th, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọkwa gị dịrị m dị njem wee gaa, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, wee duwe m dị njem wee na-alụwe, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, chaa, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, Chukwu ebube m, onye ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi. Nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ihe mere ka anyị ji tụga aha Chukwu ọma. Nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, aga m akọ n'ụlọ yara ibe ya, nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, aga m akọrọ ụlọ yara ibe ya, Chukwu ọma m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chinedu ndị njem wee na-alụwe, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, tụbere m ya ahụ iji mara ya, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọgwa gị kpọrọ mama Pretty Mamdi, onye eze m baa na sọjiri wee pụta, ebe ụfọdụ bara Chukwu ọma mana ha enwere ike ịpụta ya, onye eze m Chukwu, onye ebube, nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ihe mere ka anyị na-ekwu maka gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, anyị ga-akọ na yara ibe ya, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọkwa gị kpọrọ kọmuniti anyị Chukwu wee jefu mama na Anambra, Chukwu ọma, bifo iwe kpọrọ mama Chukwu, asị m n'igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọlụ aka ga maka Chukwu ọma m, dadi m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọlụ aka ga maka Chukwu ọma, nna m dị ebube n'onwe gị, bịa mere onwe gị aha Chukwu, nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, asị gị mere onwe gị aha Chukwu ọma, igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ọlụ ebube gị amaka Chukwu, nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, onye ebube m, Chukwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi. Ịkpọrọ Lagos chapter Chukwu ọma wee jee nye life meaning Chukwu, ịkpọrọ Anambra chapter Chukwu wee jee nye life meaning Chukwu ọma, Abuja chapter mere ya Chukwu ọma, ịbụ ebube n'onwe gị, ọlụ aka gị bara ụba Chukwu ọma, ịbụ ebube n'onwe gị, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi a, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, onye ebube m, Chukwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi, igwe ebube n'onwe gị, Chukwu ọma igwe ebube n'onwe gị, asị m na igwe ebube n'onwe gị, onye ukwu igwe ebube n'onwe gị, nna m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, onye eze m igwe ebube n'onwe gị, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara m dị gogo, onye ebube m, Chukwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi. onye nwere ihe karịrị gị ribenye na m maka na igbu ebube n'onwe gị. My covenant keeping God, that in me will be no again. My dwelling secret place, na mi will be no again. Onye nwere chi ya nwere ihe, onye eze m igbu ebube n'onwe gị. Onye nwere chukwu a nwere ihe, nna m igbu ebube n'onwe gị. Ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo, ebube gị na-agara ndị gozi a, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo. Onye ebube chukwu ebube, ebube gị na-agara ndị gozi. Bịa mere onwe gị aha chukwu, bịa mere onwe gị aha chukwu, bịa mere onwe gị aha chukwu, nna m bịa mere onwe gị aha chukwu. Kpọlite ndị ga-arụrụ gị ọrụ Chineke m, bịa mere onwe gị aha chukwu. Ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo, ebube gị na-agara nwa gozi, ebube gị na-agara nwa gogo. Onye ebube m chukwu ebube m, ebube gị na-agara m dị gozi. Our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Heavenly Father, I disappear and call upon you, Lord, to appear. Lord, I decrease and ask you to increase. Manifest your power, O Lord. In the name of you, God the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen and amen. May the Lord raise people that will do this work for him. May the Lord raise many heart calls of Christian Charity Initiative. Like we said, it's not about how much we have, but may the Lord raise people that will do this work. We cannot be the same if we're going to do this work. Like we said, it's an intentional work. It is an intentional journey. It is an intentional project. We cannot be the same. To do this work in sincerity, in every humility, sincerity, and selflessness. We cannot be the same. We know God is already raising people. You think I'm hardcore. Heaven is raising many hardcores that will shock many of us. And where he raises it, we have no question to that. A lot of people are doing things. A lot of people are living the gospel. A lot, lives are changing, lives are transforming. I was talking with, some people when I came home, and then they were like, the stuff going on in the country there and all of those. I said, I am not against about the prayers people make and everything and all of those. Because I know among those millions, there might be one or two people, hardcore, genuine people God is still using to sustain that country. Because he said, I am that I am. That is, I change it not. Right? That he did it in the olden days, and he's still the ancient God, God of the old, ancient God. And I said, he did it then, he said, single out just one person. At first, I think he started with the 10. When you get 10 people, I will save the nation. And then 10 were not found. One person, he count it down until it was like, for the sake of this one person, I will save the nation. And then I said, there must be this genuine hardcore. It's not people, humanitarians, like these people connected, these people so in the heart of God that is still sustaining that country. Don't think that all of those things going, everything going, and then he's keeping quiet because he doesn't know what to do. But as that merciful father, there are these people, there are these selflessness people, there are these hardcore people, there are these humanitarians, there are these humble people that just for their sake, he's preserving and giving that country many chances. And then we see people, out there and everywhere thinking it's because, no. And that is why I said, if we are doing it, then at the end of the day, we're able to get few that are hardcore. We are good to go. When I talk of hardcore, like selflessness, even if we don't meet it all, but to an extent, God is not looking for perfection, but he's looking for a better version of us. A better version of us, because all of us, all of us, you and I, we have the bad side of us. We have the good side of us, but it's a choice. I choose not to be in this place. It's a matter of time, even if you are not used to it. By the time you will intentionally do it, because back then, the sweet is easy. But it's a very dirty one. It's dirty. It's ill, right? And these comforts are found on those. But by the time you leave it, you get used to it, right? And then you chose that choice and be on that side. So all these things is a choice, just like what we wanted to talk the other day, but I don't want it to interfere with this program because that topic I'll still talk about it, but I'm not prepared for it today. Okay? So what are we saying? Better version of us. Better version of us don't have to use millions to solve problems. It could be this, bills, naira bills, few naira bills, and they doing what? Touching lives. I tell people, part of the community, I don't believe, I've never believed that I have to wait until I have the whole world to start making impact in lives, to start saving lives. By the time we will have it all to save lives, there may not even be lives to save. Many lives must have transitioned to the other side. But bit by bit, by the time we look back, it will be unbelievable the numbers of people we have touched. You will not believe it as a person. And that is why we call on every person. Join us in giving life a meaning. Join us in transforming lives. Join us in living this gospel. Join us in making a difference. Join us to live this legacy. May your name be part of it. If not for anything, for the genuineness of the community. It's not about me. It doesn't matter. Get me off the picture. It's not about your admin. Get your admin off the picture. Look at the man we all respect. That's who you and I honored in the community. Who you and I can speak with without fear or favor in the community. Who you and I will not compromise in the community. Look at him. The man we honor at any time we line up this. That we don't want just that our regular knowledge of man. We call upon him for help. We call upon him for transformation. We call upon him to take control. We call upon him to descend and just use us as an instrument. Lord, make us the practical instrument of you. Father, use you and I, oh Lord. May the Lord use you and I. Is the message, and that's who we are. And then today we get into what? How to perfect yourself. Now, is there anything like perfection? Like we have said it here. The only perfect one we know. I love the man of Galilee. The only perfect one we know lives up there. And that is our maker that created all. Look at it and say it is beautiful. That created you, say you are beautiful. And the world will tell you otherwise. The world will tell you if you are darker or you are lighter. You have the unique gift that everybody needs. You have unique gift that I need. That is why many often people that knows me, I barely turn people down. I don't know, because some of these things, sometimes I can't even, there are some things I don't even know. I can't even explain. I can't even express. I can't even explain. But I respect that route. I respect that route. No matter how dirty, no matter how anything someone is, when I mean that, I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking of, like, no matter what, I barely turn people down. I have to keep sourcing for the better in you, the other side of you, because I know there is good in you. Until I try to get that, and then everything proves the abortive. Okay. But if I see the willingness, even if it's not working, even if that seems not coming, but I see willingness to transform, no, I don't give up. That I can take it to the next anyway. If I see willingness, but where I say, nah, thank you. If there is no willingness, sorry, there is nothing I can do. Because I'm not looking for who will drag me, today. No, I'm looking by his grace, who to lift up, like who we can hold, right? And get up, not who will. I'm trying, for us to get up there. And then you're trying to get me down. I say no. It's a choice. I've already made the choice. The positivity. Whether that devil likes it or whether any person likes it, I have made that choice. I have made the choice that I don't want to be what do you call it? Is it billionaire or whatever, right? But guess what? I will, by his grace, touch trillions, zillions lives. But not of that. Of building it there and this there, and lives are there. Weeping, suffering, a lot happening, and then I'm there building it. It's a decision I have already made by his grace, and by his grace through the community, like the big, the max, the massive, through the community. And I have what? I have accepted it, and in every joy, in all sincerity. That's just what it is. The only perfect one is up there. And we can make that intentional choice of a better version of us. You cannot wait to have all the money to touch lives. No. And we actually start living when we start touching lives. That is when we start living for others. We are not saying bring it 100% and give. No. We're saying from that you have, just cut a bit. Cut a bit. We believe in using bit by bit to touch lives. Just telling, even if messages we send, we know we cannot solve what problem, right? But messages we send is a message of both hope, both healings, both emotional upliftment. Just is a lot of messages. And if we're going to wait to have millions, billions to do that, we will end up doing nothing. And that is why we're saying, bit by bit, that we may not be able to do big things, but we can still do the small things with big love. And it's the same message we're calling on everybody. And then see if the owner of the work, when you're doing it in sincerity, allow the rest. See if the owner of the work we just allow him. I don't play his role. And that day, I don't pay attention to his role because I know he knows how and where. That's not my role. So I don't focus on that. I focus on mine. When I use the word I still mean the community. But I can maybe sometimes just use it because I am like I have to connect better on it. So that if we are in the community and these things are not happening, we have to like take ownership. There are many decisions we cannot make in this community as an individual. No matter how we think someone is not doing it this, no matter how we think, no. We are searching for the better version of that person. Like we said, unless we don't see the willingness, even when we don't see the willingness, we will try different ways until everything proved. Now, then that's when we say, okay. And guess what? In the future, we see changes. We accommodate. We accommodate. We embrace. We still welcome. Oftentimes, I will tell our admin, don't take off anybody. Leave everybody. Even when people are not participating, it's okay. All you will hear from me is, it's okay. Because we are not looking for perfection. These are people coming. Some come with confusion, some come with personal interest, some come with so. Along the line, allow the word God to do that. And with our own, let our own life, right, be that message. And then let our actions and activities perfect the message. And then at the end of the day, whoever that, oh no, I told them, I said the owner of what we fetch them out, we fetch them out. We don't have to go that angle. Better version of everybody. You have your better version. Beauty of you. And your better version is the perfect version. Because again, what we see as perfection exists in heaven. Our belief is that what you err, you get up and move. You see, during outreach, you don't participate. One goes, the next one, and it is not convenient for you, right? It's a sacrifice. It's not convenient things. It is a thing of sacrifice. Get little, just add it to ensure it is perfected. And like I said, I never pay attention to his own side, his own work, his own responsibility. That is God. I don't pay attention to that. Because my hand today, I came with my hand from my mother's womb, free of charge. There are people that do not have it or have them. My eyes, I came free of charge. And I'm so grateful to that. Knowing fully well that there are people that do not have the eyes. Knowing there are people that even have it, came and they've lost their sight. All these things are into existence. You know? Knowing that I have two legs, there are people that do not have it. Some that even have it, even nowhere to be found again. Are you for real? Like this, do you know how much if I have to go and buy? Do you know how much? Will I even afford it? Can I even afford it? And all these things are free of charge. And you say that I will not every day, like every single day, be grateful to God. I'm waiting for when money fall under my roof and I will have it all to live the gospel, to touch lives, to make impact, to remember that there are other people that I am better than. To remember that why I'm crying for my shoes, there are people that do not have the leg to wear shoes. Again, better version of us. Perfection of us is our better version. And like we say, you have both is a choice. The good you are not doing is a choice. And if we do not intentionally capitalize it, intentionally make that change, make that paradigm shift. Know that what? Because many of us, we have that even, poverty is not about just cash. There are poverty mentality. It's not just cash. Even cash is even, where it is even a mess. It's up here. Once up here is that meant I don't have. This thing I don't have, that's the worst aspect of it. But if for that part that I have this, at least I have 1 square, then what do I have to do? Cut from that one meal. Then I have 2 meals, cut from it. Then I have 3, right? Cut from it. That's just what it takes. We are not saying get from. It's from the sacrifice. It's from the one you have. Take off. Right? Cut a bit and throw it out there. That's what it takes. And that's the perfection we're talking about. And until we start to, like we said, start making that shift. Until we start to understanding what this is. If I'm gonna take this my hand, like no. Ozioma Chukwu kam naga. You see, this my hands. They are so precious to me, and I need them. And I cannot just need them for me. I need to use it to touch lives. I need to understand that if I'm going to pay for it, it will be a lot of money plus a lot of many deep hospital visitations. I don't want. And therefore, how do I express my gratitude? Be able to do what? Add my bits, my quota, right? To those people that are not privileged to have it. Having it is not a right. Having my two hands is never a right. It's just privileged. But if we're able to understand certain things of life, you can never open your mouth to even curse somebody. It's impossible. Or maybe see someone that has not maybe given birth and talk to the person, are you for real? It is only if you were able to give it. It is the time you have the right to do that. Is only when you are now the giver of a child. But as long as you are not, you are privileged. And be careful. A lot could happen within a twinkle of an eye. I told you all about the lady, that really wanted male, kids and all of those after 2. And it was like this, and everything. And now, we go to the same daycare, took my own baby there. And then what the incident that happened? You saw someone, emotions and everything dealing with. Marrying from the royal family, and the emotion failed because that was my understanding there. It's not everybody that have it, and sometimes it can fail any person. You don't know what's been going on and all of those. And unfortunately, it failed her. And then you want me to be in that. I jumped past. I didn't say a word. From whatever she said, I did not say a word. The same lady I told you all now got pregnant. Walked from the hospital, and then I was, we just meet like this. All she could say, call my name and say, just pray. Just pray. Like she just found out she's pregnant. Please just pray for me that this child is a boy. Because she's using a C-section. So after that third one, they may not allow her again for her safety and all that. Right? And she was like, just pray. Now, at that moment, is it to think of what she said? Like, is that the time? Or to think of the drama she, like, is that the time? And that is what I say, the compassion overwhelmed. And I hugged her and said, because I don't know, you are human, and I can't take place of God. I say, may the Lord grant you your heart desire from my pure heart. I only had one there. So do I want to feel what everyone is this, but I'm just talking a situation. I'm the situation, okay? Everyone is beautiful. Just train the child. Everyone is excellent. Just train the child. Sometimes this opposite sex replace this opposite sex. Sometimes this one. It all depends on the upbringing. Okay, so remember what I'm using is not because there are preference, and I'm just using a situation. And then I use this thing, and then I was like, why would I talk? And what am I going to do? Do I want to feel it? For me not to feel it, the best I can do and the way I can only please God is what? Be my best. Be nice. Just be nice. Even if I don't understand it, just be nice. But if you don't understand it, I want to act like you have arrived. He might,
You experience it so that you can understand it. So when I understand, I don't just be nice. I don't want to understand. I don't just be nice. And that's the solution. So when you don't have a kid, see someone don't, and think is a discussion, or it will be a discussion, I laugh. Because there are many consequences of that. You might even have yours, and guess what? I'm just telling, like, I'm not like negative part, but I'm just giving us kind of, or reminding us reasons why we cannot use this our mouth to say certain things. I am a person, no matter how I see you, you are, and all of those, and you are not giving your best, and you are close to me, you're not giving your best to your kids, I take it personal. There is one I'm even, dealing with now, that I've been dealing with. And I said, and I quoted, I said, if this don't change, I will take it personal and I will involve government. We fight hidden things you all don't know in this community. And I said, even up to this one, I said, you cannot bring this child to leave him like this. And I don't want to see your face. When we do stuff like that, I don't want to. When I'm on a project, when I'm on a course, I don't see face, I see situation. And I face situation. And until I'm done with that, I have said, I'm no longer afraid of nothing. Any day you all hear me. But I said what? As long as it's good, as long as it's for good. I have picked my own choice. I have made my own choice. I want to impact life positively. Without rudeness, without being rude, without no. But I got to do that good. I'm not in the rude parts. I don't know how. I'm like I will say, I don't find trouble, but I'm not afraid of it. I'm not. I don't fear that. I don't know. I don't find it. I don't look for it. I don't wish for it. I avoid it. However, if it comes, I'm not afraid of it. I am not. So as of this morning, I said, it's not an option. This child crying like this, and we see and then I said, you cannot bring the child to live. You shouldn't have at the first place. And to his glory, or by this morning, I have achieved a lot on that case. This thing has been on since last year. It's been on since last year. And by his grace, I have been, because this thing I said I will look for agencies there in Nigeria and call upon them, and we provide all the stuff. You have voice, you got to use it. It's okay, all of us cannot do the same thing at the same time, or the same thing, but selflessly, let there be sacrifice in him. Let there be one you adore. And we all put head here to do that. Some of us may not have the boldness to do that. Then your money, support. Some of us may not have money to do that. Then your time, support. Some of us may not have the time to do whatever you have. Get into the journey. Don't wait until you have it all. Don't wait until you are perfect. Don't wait until you start wearing long gown and the long everything and the cover your head. That's your part. No, that's not it. God is the only perfect one. I think someone asked me the other time or something. Oh, I don't know you wear trousers. I laughed. I was like, what is that? Like, what is that? Right? Yeah, I was like, what is that? I am this person that said, you can still serve God and be clean. That's my belief. And they're doing some of them intentionally. You can still serve God and be clean. You can still serve God and live a beautiful, good life. Yeah, I go to party. Yeah, I do. I do everything. But I don't do it in a negative way. No. That's where intentionality comes. When I go to party, I wear party wear. I do. If it's harmless, I wear that. But what matters, who are you going to the party with? Are you going there with the right person? The person you should? Yeah, we do. Because while we're taking care of people, right, we still have to take care of ourselves. We still have to all work without play, right? It makes you do, Miss Uju, right? What's that? Okay, just kidding. So what are we saying? Oh yeah. But what I will not do, maybe I'm going to church. Here we do that. But me as a person, I don't condemn anybody doing it. But this is me as a person. I am at peace with my maker. I have direct connection with my maker. I pay at it's not a drag, it's not a price, it's not just nothing. Is and I don't want to lose that connection. I don't want to lose it. He's my role model. I'm very focused. I'm not perfect, and I don't seek perfection, but I continue to want to be better every day. And I have to understand that both intellectually and spiritually, I have to understand that my perfection shouldn't make me a voiceless person, should even make me more vocal person. Because I'm saving life, tomorrow they get me in the prison. Okay, I will stay there. People that will save me will come, save me. No, but like I said, I will not insult persons, anybody, because I know better. And it's not in his attributes. But I know that braveness, confidence is in his attribute. When he came to the temple, when they were selling, what did he do? He took action. But we've never heard he insulted anybody. No. So I cannot be part of it. And for any reason, as a human, it falls. I have to reroute. I have to pick that pieces and fix it. So how to be perfect? Intentionally. Intentionally bring the good in you. That is your perfection. Bring better version of you. Make that swap. Make that shift. There are good, like we said, there is this in you, there is that in you. You just have not activated it. Or have not just intentionally activated that other side of you, other part of you. That's just what it takes. Do that. Activate that other side of you because you have it. And please shake the wall with your positivity. That free hands you have. If you're going to buy it, you know how much visitation, you know all of those. You can decide, say, for my free hand, preserve my free hands, Lord. For these free hands, Father, I'll be doing this. It could be just a stipend monthly. Represent this community anywhere, any place, in truth and in humility. Humility. Don't do stuff you will use to cost somebody tomorrow. It's not of us. Sometimes we don't do things because some people even deserve it. No, we don't. We don't do things because people deserve it. But we do them because it's the noble thing to do. We do them because it's the right thing to do. We do them because we are in the journey of Christ-like that gives you and I free oxygen. Without checking who deserves it, who is in a lower class or lower social class or upper world. He never judged all of those and gave everybody free of charge of all. He gave some of us to be darker. He gave some of us to be medium. He gave some of us to be lighter. He gave some of us to be medium in our sizes. We gave some of us to be tiny and whatever way. But whatever way they gave you and I, let's do what? Manage it well. Right? Just like me, I added a lot. I'm trying to get it back. It's a journey, even if it takes me the whole year. But at least I know it's not where I'm supposed to be because there is a place I've always walked towards. But there is a shift now, and I'm working on it. It's not easy, but I'm doing, step by step. But at least I acknowledged I got to, because it's already what's given to me. I have to manage it. Unless maybe there are medical challenges that what you couldn't help and couldn't. Okay, that's different. So that some of us, because I know there are some of us, there might be this. That's okay. But at any place we find, let's cover, let's clothe it well, let's honor it well, let's crown it well. Let's do that beautifully. Well, it doesn't have to be expensive things. No, that's not the well. Okay? And let's be appreciative of all these free things so that we can be happy. If we are not, anyone that is not contented in this life lacks happiness, unfortunately. Because it's going to always give you that mentality of who to envy, who to be like, is always who you want, is always, and you cannot find happiness around that. Oh, from my cheeks, I know. You don't have to tell me. I know a lot. I added. I'm going to 20 pounds. All the ego, It even started before I left, I know. And then I got there. All the ego. 1 o'clock. I got there. It was a whole lot. Now I'm struggling. But at least I know. Right? Even with the big, my clothing size changed. But even with, thank God, I still left some medium because I was on a small and some extra small. They are depending on the clothes. But my small, not every of my small clothes fits. Look at me then in the yeah. Oh yeah, I will say that because I'm not in any dragging anything with anybody. Yeah, I found myself there. I've been there. But that was during childbirth and all of those. I left there long ago. I'm now there. And then I will always be trying my best. And eventually, if I finally not getting it there, I will start beautifying where I found myself. The medium, I will beautify myself with it. I will accept it. But I won't stop. I'm glad to be doing something. I will play my then let the body not play its own. Okay. But I will be working it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some clothes, I can't even wear them. But thank goodness I still have some. My sister was like, wow, this is wow. With the measurements, nothing fits. I said, I don't know. I was like, I know, but at least give this some fittings now, but make space because I'm not gonna, hurt myself on it. I went half for that. Like I said, it started here. Okay, we eat all the midnight, you're doing all of this. Yeah, I stay awake most often. Most often, I'm trying, but it's what it is. However, I'm working on it, and they will be working on it. So I know, and you always tell me, I see those cheeks. Yeah, though sometimes pictures they were deceitful, because sometimes even me, I look at the video, I was like, what? But guess what? I will put it out there. I will move it out there. Yeah. Okay. That is, by the way. So what are we talking about? We have these two things in us, the other side of it and the other side of it. Okay. But what we tell us, how to perfect ourselves, how to be perfect, how to perfect ourselves, bring that better version of you. It's just a matter of shift, an intentional shift. That's it. That's just what it asks. Intentional shift. Move the opposite, negative, to the positive part. Bring the good in you. And the heart of gratitude, contentment, heart of gratitude. Any person that is always grateful, this heart barely go sour. Grateful heart. For small things, throughout yesterday, it was on me, on my hand, free. Even my eyes, I was free. You see something, I can't even read it, You see this one, say, and then you look at it, you can read it. Even sometimes I even struggle now, and I'm like, God, you gave me these eyes. I know both aid, right? But then I know I have to do extra things. Intentional. And I'm like, you gave me these eyes free. I got to do my own part to continue keeping these eyes. I used to read even what maybe microscope might even read. But now I struggle. And I'm like, oh Lord. The other time I started Googling, intentionally Googling, I said the food I will be taking and all of those, fruits. So that maybe first in the morning I'll take that, because once the day starts, sometimes you don't have time for those. So we don't give up in all of those things. What are we saying? Better version of us. It is in you, but until you make that choice, we'll bring it to the end. Better version of you is your perfection, because the only perfect, stemless, spotless, he is in heaven. And until we transition to the place, because we don't go there direct, it's a transition, there is a route. And we are not ready now by his grace and to his glory, because we have not accomplished the journey. But what we are asking of all of us, go, go, and intentionally make that shift to activate or react. Some of us, activated it. I was using it, but because maybe people they were doing it with, mess it up, and then they now switch to the other side. So if you've been doing it, go and reactivate it. If you haven't started, activate it. That is your perfection. Better version of you is your perfection. The perfection you are thinking and all you are thinking when you get there, it does not exist. Better version of you and I, it is our perfection. And that brings it to the program. Thank you, everyone. I know it hasn't been easy with the data and everything going on. But like we said, we can always remain positive to life. If not, it will start costing our happiness. Let's give to everybody data. I'm not giving this data because you came to live program. I don't do that. Sometimes even when I smell it or when I sense it, I won't. You all have known that from the community. Sometimes I may not come live, but we'll just put it. We just do all of those things. Okay, so not giving this is because you come live. Just doing it knowing the rapid or the hype in that price and all of those. So it's just supporting with whatever you have. So let's give to 1 gig from me to you all. Activate and bring that better version of you as your perfection. You all enjoy the rest of your weekend.